Coach, an exciting 29-28 victory over Blue Ridge Friday night. Your offense got off to a really slow start your first two possessions. You didn't get any yards, and they're up 14-0, and then it's 21-7 at the half. What'd you tell your kids at halftime?
Well, we didn't move the ball in the first half, like you said. I mean, we were three and out. We gave up a big play. We told them at halftime, we did have that third possession, and we moved the football and went down and scored. We told them at halftime, look, no need to panic. We're going to do what we do, play good defense second half. When we get the ball, we're going to drive and score, get back in the football game, we'll be all right.
And, Coach, you did come out. You got the ball the second half, and you drove down, and you were doing real well. You ended up fumbling. They take it down and go up 28-7. Good opportunity for a young bunch of kids to kind of duck their heads and give up and let Blue Ridge have their way. But your kids didn't do that.
They didn't. I mean, like I said, we opened up, hit the fullback 3 or 4 times right there, right up the gut, and changed the field position. We gained 35, 40 yards right there, and then fumbled, and they hit a pass play, and we blow a coverage, and they scored. And like I said, you could have folded up, but they didn't. I mean, they kept battling, and we said right then when they scored, we've got to answer if we want to stay in it, and it did.
Coach, it didn't take you very long. Lovagic went 58 yards on a run that cut it to 28-14 real quick, and then your next possession, Neil Lee comes back and throws a little 13-yard touchdown pass to Glenn in the left corner of the end zone, and all of a sudden it's 28-21, and you're right back in it, and you got all the momentum.
It was, like I said, Vaught hit that big run. He went across the field. It's one of the better runs I've seen. Reminded me of the one Travis Wilson had in '98, but probably not quite as good. But he scored, made it 28-14, and we needed to stop. We got one. We went right down the field again, made it 28-21, like you said. I mean, there you go. You're the ball game. We know you're in a ball game with a one-score opportunity. If we can get it back and score, we're going to have an opportunity to win the game.
They start down the field, and Caleb Rowe, who's scheduled to go to Maryland, probably going to be the Shrine Bowl quarterback this year, moves them down the field, but got a little pressure on him finally, and Jacob Adams comes up with a big interception and sets you up for that last touchdown run.
We did. We had stopped them on first and second down, and they didn't want to run it, so they threw it, and we got a little pressure from the edge, and he went rolling left and threw back across his body, and Cheese stepped right in there, and that's all you can ask for is the opportunity to take the ball and go down there and see what you can do with it.
Coach, right then you went on a 10-play, 63-yard drive. You got it down there and got stopped short at the one-on-one on first down, and then Neil Lee goes in from 1 yard out with 52 seconds left and cuts it to 28-27. And everybody in the stadium on our side of the field knew you were going for two anyway. You line up in the wishbone, you throw the halfback pass. Glenn makes a nice little throw to Keon Brown in the end zone, who made a great catch and managed to hang on and juggle that thing and get it to the ground for the extra point to put you up 29-28.
Well, it was, like you said, everybody on our side knew we were going for two, maybe not the Blue Ridge people, but, when you get that close, you take your opportunity to win. We've been doing that a long time. We've always believed in it. I believe in it, and, we've run the halfback pass here. I think we're 3 for 3 on it, so we might have to find a new play. I'll be looking for it. That's why we went to it out of the wishbone instead of eye. So it worked out well.
All right. And Coach, they had 52 seconds, and Rowe showed why he was the quarterback he was. He got him down the field, and with just a few seconds left, they lined up for a 47-yard field goal, and they get it off. It looks like Lovagic comes through and gets a finger on it, and just enough that it doesn't go to distance, and you pull out a huge win.
It was. I think Vaught got a piece of it. That kid's got a strong leg. He's got one he can make it for 47, so I think Vaught got a little piece of it, and that made the play, and Vaught made plays all night. Just not surprising. He got a piece of that one and sealed the deal.
And, Coach, you had to feel pretty good. Your kids had finally hung tough, and you finally come out on the positive end of one of these close ball games.
Yeah, they played hard. They played hard all year, and we found ways to not win them up to this point, and we found a way to get it done. We made some plays and made some plays when our back against the wall. When our back was against the wall, so that was good.
All right, Coach, and we'll be back to talk a little bit about this week's game right after these messages on Sports Radio 1410. Welcome back to the Scott King Show. Coach Greer comes to town this week, 6-1, 2-0 in the region, and they're at the top of the heap where you want to be. High-powered offense, averaging 48 points a ball game, giving up 14. Gonna have your work cut out for you this week. Again, Reese Hannon, quarterback, already thrown for 1,500 yards and 15 touchdowns in the first 7 ball games. He's gonna be another handful, just like Rudd.
He's a heck of a good quarterback. He might be better than Rudd. I think he's going to Furman, but he is a 3-year starter and a heck of a football player. And these guys are good on offense, defense, special teams. They're an outstanding team, and we have to play our best.
Coach, they're going to counter with Quez Nesbitt, who's got over 1,000 yards rushing and right there at it, and 12 TDs himself this year.
He's a long line of 5'5" running backs in Greer that are speed demons. You can name them: Sitton, Cross, Parks. I mean, they've had them. They look like they got a cookie cutter mold up there of just outstanding running backs, and they're all little.
And, Coach, they've also got an outstanding return game. They've got a sophomore, Malik Johnson, who's already scored a 62-yard punt return for a touchdown and a 94-yard kickoff return for a touchdown, as well as Nesbitt's got an 89-yard touchdown for on a kickoff return. So they're very dangerous on that end of that aspect as well.
They're as dangerous as Blue Ridge was, obviously, or more dangerous. They do that as well as anybody. So we have our work cut out for us again in that phase of the game as well.
All right, Coach, we want to wish you and the Red Devils the best of luck. Look forward to seeing you again here next week on Sports Radio 1410.